Okay, this is the main living suite bathroom. This is the main living suite commode, and it just seems to have a little trouble siphoning. And this is just not really the most positive flush I've seen. And now, listen. These are all the faucets. All the hot water is on in the shower, in both the lavatories. They all get choked down. The bathtub's on. How often are you going to run all these? Okay, that's one thing. And it's 60, 65 psi, so there's pressure coming to the house. But the Texas Real Estate Commission says that I'm supposed to I'm supposed to run multiple faucets at a time and for the water flow. So I'm just following direction, man. GFCI's label. And some of the interior will get baked into this. Like the crown molding right up here, we've got just a little bit of separation. This is supposed to be about the plumbing and appliances. But you're going to see that, so I thought I'd just show it to you. Now in the bathroom, okay, and I have my mask, but for the time, I need to tuck in my shirt. But for the time being, when I got here, I opened up the house. I feel nobody's been in here, it's vacant. Nobody's going to be in here after me. I feel good about the aerosols. It sounds better if you can hear my voice, my enunciation, my pronunciation, and my grammar and diction. But anyway, this way you can hear the inflections in my voice and getting the, tune in as if you were here and hearing it from me. The plumbing underneath the sink looks, pretty routine, boring. We want boring. So anyway, the front door faces the creek, that's east. The garage door faces the street, so that's west. I don't know what front and back is. Even the guy on the lawn sprinkler, he's labeling this as the front, what he did on your lawn sprinkler instructions. So whatever it means to you is the best solution. But this little gizmo in here, that little guy, okay, that is a tempering valve, a dilution valve. It's supposed to help you from being boiled alive, and that's a good thing. And it's supposed to be there. And I would have made note. I don't know if I would have called it deficient or not, but when I do not see them, I always make note of them. Now here's something that's kind of interesting. This fan is not supposed to be closer to the shower, and bathtub too for that matter, than 8 feet. I think it's 4 feet and 8 feet. So that's, 9 feet and 3 feet. But it's just, the paddle wheels are right there inside the shower. So I'm just saying that this ceiling fan might be in a precarious location. It might be. Coming along. Oh, look at there. We got a torn gasket on the bottom of the garage pedestrian door. I would have never seen that if it would have had a screen on it, like a spring on it, like it's supposed to. Okay, we do not have GFCI in the laundry. It's 4-prong electric clothes dryer. Clothes dryer vent, when it goes out through the ceiling, it should be labeled. It should be labeled saying how wide it is and how many turns and bends it has, and also it's supposed to tell you its length. And all that's supposed to be posted there so that when it comes time to shop for your laundry equipment, you can get something with enough oomph, to get it out. A little bit of rust right there. So, but anyway, that's what it looks. I recommend cleaning this every 6 months, and you can start by cleaning it. And that way you've got a good, a baseline. Got a good baseline. No GFCI in the laundry. Based on what am I listening to? I was running some water. Maybe I'll run some more water. I heard something. I'm kind of suspicious because the commode's a slow flush. Moving on in along here, fireplace, glass front, has a screen, 24-inch hearth extension, combustibles are farther apart. That's fine, and it radiates. It feels nice and warm. These aren't really to be messed with. I mean, serviced. I mean, you have a fireplace specialist come out every once in a while to make sure your flue is clean and there's no birds in it. And other than that, it's pretty much maintenance free. The logs shouldn't be rearranged. That would be a bad thing. So continue the lights. Kitchen countertops, the marble countertops, if they extend more than 11 inches, and this one does, it should have a corbel underneath here, you know, something to keep this thing from breaking. You know, you get your Uncle Bud over here during the Super Bowl, and everybody's feeling all good and full of it and stuff, and he sits up there and the thing breaks off and everybody laughs. And it'll be an expensive fix. Now, if you don't have to worry about Uncle Bud showing up, well then maybe, you know, that's a judgment call, but this countertop was not installed properly. And that electrical receptacle outlet over there, that one over there, all right, it's not supposed to be underneath the overhang more than 6 inches. It's not. And it is. Refrigerators are beyond the scope of this inspection, but when I got here, the GFCI had been tripped. It's freezing up nicely now, all right, but the ice had melted on the floor, and when I first turned this guy on, he made this squeaking bird screaming noise, and it's not making it now. Make me a liar, but he's not level. You can see how wide he is down here and how narrow he is up here. So when you open this door, because he's not level, please, can I repeat something? Oh, now it swings open on its own accord. It's not supposed to do it that much, but it's not as bad as I remembered it either. So there's that. But anyway, this equipment should be routinely serviced. So if this conveys with the house and you get it, you want to clean the coils, you want to change the water filter. Again, you want to start off good on the good foot. This is the gas grill, the gas broiler. All of these work. That's fine. The piping underneath here is boring. And again, we want boring. The emergency valve is over here. So if you got an emergency, you go to that valve right there. Now I took this off because it's kind of dirty. I wanted to show you. I've also got a still image. This fan needs to be cleaned. You know, so you can start off with your own clean fan, get your own cooties in there. And then when this vent comes up through the ceiling, there's supposed to be a fire blocking plate there. It's not supposed to see that hole. Now, if this catches on fire and it all gets up here, you've already got a bad day. Man, how many times are you going to hear me say that? You've already got a bad day. I get that. But if it gets into the attic, man, it's really going to run crazy on you. So, no, that fire blocking plate should be there. You know, newer homes burn faster than older homes. We have all the, you know, manufactured processed woods and you know, anyway, all those chemical things. I haven't run the microwave yet. I'm going to. I haven't run the microwave yet. But you know, I have faith in it. In the meantime, look at the LED display here. Is that a 1-1 or is it a 5? Is the camera picking that up? Looks like we have some problems with our LEDs in here. The bakes and the broils work. The oven lights work. Everything works fine. Moving on along. Our dishwasher. Okay, foul line. Foul. That's where all the cooties hide and the germs and the viruses. Okay, bacterium. So our splash guard is a little worse for wear. We can see some rust down inside that food waste disposal. So what happens here with this foul line, it's supposed to cascade down like that. It's not supposed to have this foul line. Now, I've yet to have a client call me back. I don't have much of a rear view mirror. It might happen, but I've yet to have a client say, "Bud, I'm so glad about that foul line. We got that fixed." You know, I just don't know if that's the hill. I hate discounting my work. I know it's not right, but I don't know if that's the hill my client wants to die on. That's the energy that you want to, what the real estate agents will say is, "Oh, you just put a little bleach in there." Okay, I guess you do. But anyway, I'm here to share my vast wealth of knowledge. And then the manufacturer of this same sink, the one with the foul line, they get this idea, this crazy cockamamie idea. You're supposed to drill holes in the bottom of this and install clips to hold the sink up. But no. Oh, Jeffrey and Philip, man, they just got in here and put some screws in a stick. That's all they did. Now let's go to the beer store. Okay. We'll meet Doug over there. Yeah, we will. So it's 1/3 horsepower garbage disposal, and that's worthy of noting, because if this was a 1 horsepower garbage disposal, this switch could not be here. It had to be within sight, according to the manufacturer. If it's 3/4, 5/8, 1/2, 1/3, doesn't matter. It's not 1 horsepower. It's allowable to put this switch underneath here according to the manufacturer. However, manufacturer says it should be labeled on-off. Loud, isn't it? Should be labeled on-off. You're not supposed to have a rocker switch. Now it's ugly, I get that. I probably wouldn't change it, I get that too. But the manufacturer says it's supposed to say on and off. It's supposed to be one of those old school rocker switches. Right there. We got our clip. Now, I gotta do some homework here. Well, something hit, but I want to see it. This dishwasher drain line right here that comes up, that anti-siphon loop, that's what it makes. That's what it's supposed to do. It's probably okay. I just don't think it goes high enough. But I got to do some homework about that. So if it's not on the report, I did my homework. Just kind of heads up. And if it's on the report and you're watching the video, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's this little hose right there. See? The drains over here, those are called pattern fittings. I can't see behind the wall, but I have faith that these 2 drains are connected, and that way we don't need a vent pipe going up, through the middle of the kitchen. And they relied on a vent pipe over here somewhere. I'm not sure how they did it. There's a vent pipe in the attic. We talked about that in the attic video. One of the videos. Hang on. Moving on along. This is the guest bathroom. The bottom of the shower sweep is torn and distorted, so if you're in here jumping around, washing your feet and stuff, some water might come out. You want to put like a towel down there. Down there. But the niche and the seat all look like they have a good pitch on them. When I ran water, you can see the wet stains in the grout. Same thing over here now. Honestly, I can't remember. Did you flush okay? See the difference between that one and the master? I couldn't remember, honestly. Now, no hot water. Huh. No hot water. We got cold water, sure. And there's hot water in there. I ran it. I did. Ran it in the master bathroom. Not the main bathroom. Sorry about that. Old habits are hard to... And the plumbing looks pretty decent underneath here. That black hose, that's your primary drain line to your air conditioning system. That's acceptable application right there. Because that's in front of a P-trap does not negate the need for having a P-trap next to the evaporator coils. No, this is fine, but that does not negate the necessity of having a P-trap at the evaporator coils. That's really the plumbing. That's everything and appliances. And you've already learned, because I'm going to do the interior next, and that'll be my last video. And you've already learned whether this microwave will work or not. Will work for us. And see that? I just don't think that's right. Okay.